Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I'm sorry I was away a little while. There's a lot of stuff going on in my family. I was sick with the UTI for one, and then my husband's 60th birthday, and I got him tickets to the Yankees, so we've been back and forth, and then 2 days later my twin's birthday is. So it's been a little bit hectic, but today I'm back. I wanted to remind you that there has been a clearance rack refresh. There's a couple of really cute Halloween stamps from last year and Christmas stamps last year if you missed them last year. And also, for every $50 you spend in July, you get a $5 coupon to spend in August. So, my project today is a lemonade box. I don't have anything in it, but I would probably put some lemon drops or something like that inside, or mints or something. It measures 3 by 4 by 1 at the bottom, and there's a 1/2 inch strip at the top here. Alrighty, and it opens just like this. It's just a loose ribbon around it, and it opens like this, and you can put your treat in there. Alrighty, let's see what will fit. So I looked around and I fit in a Twix bar, a Nestle Crunch, and a York Peppermint Patty. So it'll fit a bunch of fun size candy. Alright. Okay, so what we need, I'm using again the So Refreshing bundle, which if you put the bundle in your cart, there's a different number of the bundle than if you add them separately. You get 10% off. Alrighty? Okay, so what we need is a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock that is 9.5 by 8.5. Some basic white for stamping. We need 4 pieces of the delightfully eclectic designer series paper. That is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, I just removed that host code. That's the old host code. I sent out an email with my new host code, and it's also on, I'll put it below, and it's also on my In the Pink Designs by Cathryn papercraft group on Facebook. I always put my little info in there if you want to join that group. Okay, so I'm going to get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 9.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1, 5, and 5.5. Okay, then we're going to turn it to the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 3.5, 4.5, and 7.5. Alrighty then. Now I'm going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, so I have this in the long side going vertically, okay? And the skinny rectangle is on the right, and there are 1 inch strips on the bottom and on the left. Alrighty, and this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we're going to start on the left-hand side. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of that square. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then we're going to wedge each side of the square. Okay, then go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into that skinny rectangle there. Okay, now we're going to turn it so that the skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side. We're going to go to the first score line, and then we're going to cut this all the way up to the second score line. And then we're going to wedge up into what's left of the skinny rectangle there. Alright, we're going to go to the next score line, and we're going to cut it to the second score line. And then we're going to get rid of everything from that second score line down. Okay, so I'm just going to go this way. And I'm going to cut off all of it. Okay. And that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. All right, we're going to put tear and tape on what's left of the skinny rectangle next to the score line. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool to get the backing off. Okay, flip over the whole thing, flip over the side that has the tape, and then flip the other side over to meet it. All right, so now this is our back. So we're going to put the tabs in, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on them. And we're going to pull the back flap in, and then put some glue on this flap, and then close the front flap down. Just make sure that your sides are nice and straight with each other. Okay, and then flip it over and push down on those tabs you put a little glue on. Okay, now I'm just going to run my fingers down the sides. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a squeeze, and when we tie it, we're going to have the side only go up to where this 1/2" piece on the top is. Okay. All right, now we need our designer series paper, which is delightfully eclectic. And we need 4 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to put one on the front of the flap, one on the inside of the flap, one on the body of the box on the front, and one on the back. All right, and I'm going to use liquid glue to do all of that. All right, now we're going to let that dry a little while, and we're going to get our basic white cardstock, and I'm using 4 inks. I'm using crushed curry for the lemon slices there, lemon lolly for the lemonade, pool party for the outlines of the pitcher and the glasses, and old olive for the leaves there, the little mint leaves. All right, so let's do pool party first, and we're going to do one of the pictures. Okay, and 2 glasses of the outlines. I'm going to use up my paper as best I can. All right, and then we need lemon lolly, and I'm going to do the inside of the pitcher. Good. And the bottom inside of the cups. Great. Okay, then we need crushed curry to do 2 lemon slices. And I'm going to use old olive for the mint leaves. And when I'll show you after I cut it out what I'm going to do to those. So let's just put those there. All right, and then I'm going to use the So Refreshing dies to cut all of this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's all our pieces, and the only thing I'm going to do to the mint leaves is I'm going to use this Wink of Stella, which is pretty much, it has some fluid in it, but it's almost out of sparkle. And I'm just going to run it over the stamped areas, and it gives it just a little light hint of green inside. You could, if you don't have a wink of Stella or you don't want the sparkle, you could also use your blender pen for this. Okay, and that just makes the old olive kind of just bleed out of that. Okay, now I forgot to tell you to stamp our sentiment, so at least this is flat. So I'm going to use the sentiment, "Thank you kindly." It's better to do this before you attach it, so if you make a mistake, but I could always cut another piece because we have lots of this in our pack of, I think it's 48 12 by 12 sheets in the Delightfully Eclectic. And I'm just going to stamp the sentiment at the bottom and try to center it. Great. Okay, I'm impressed. Usually I can't do that. Okay. All right, so now I need a self-healing mat. Which one? This one's kind of bent up. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to use a knife, and I'm going to cut that top rim, right above that top rim in each glass. I'm not going to cut off the top, but I'm just going to cut it from side to side. Okay, and you can see a little slit in the back there. And I'm going to do that on both sides. All right. And then, after I've done that, I'm going to take my little pieces. I consider them to be mint. And I'm going to put them in the top of the glasses. One is a little bit bigger than the other. Just put them right in the top, like that. Then I'm just going to flip them over, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue underneath the edge there and press them down. Okay, so I'll just let them dry a minute. You could use your silicone mat if you want to, too. Alright, so now what I want to do, I use, let's see, I can take it from here. I used about 20.5 inches of the Petal Pink ribbon from the Petal Pink and Lemon Lime Twist ribbon combo pack. So I'm going to run it around. It's just above, I want it to go kind of just above the sentiment. All right. And I'm just going to try to pull it tight and keep it tight when I make my bow. Okay, that's a little too loose. Took me a couple of tries. You could just put a Velcro dot and add a bow if you don't want to have to mess with making this tight enough. And then I'm just going to clip it. I'm going to leave a little bit extra just so that it's a little bit easier to retie. All right. Then I'm going to get my dimensionals. I'm going to flip over my picture, and I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, and one there, and then I'll use a side piece for the handle there. There we go. Then I'm going to put my picture up close to the edges. I don't want to go over the edges, but I want them kind of close to the edges. Okay, and then I'm going to put the lemonade that has the larger sprig of mint up a little bit higher, and then the other one will kind of cover that side of the picture. And I'm just going to put dimensionals on there. Alright, and I'll put this one a little bit lower than the picture. Right there. And then this other one covering the picture a little bit and about 1/2 inch lower. Okay, then I'm going to take my crushed curry lemons and I'm just going to glue them onto the picture. Just like that. Okay. And then for the final touch, I'm going to get some Rhinestone Basic Jewels and my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put 2 little ones in the center of the lemon slices and 1 large one, oops, 1 large one right up there on that higher glass. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with my link to my blog that has all of the measurements and the link to my shop, which you can purchase Stampin' Up! Products. And remember, there has been a clearance rack refresh. And also remember, in July you get a $5 coupon for every $50 you spend, and you get to use it in August. Alrighty, I do have one more kit left, the Hey Chuck kits. If anyone would like it, it is $30 plus shipping, which is usually about between $6 and $8. Alrighty, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.